Very good morning, children. Today in Maths, let's continue with our chapter, The World of Shapes. So, hope you have done the exercises that was mentioned in our previous class. Today, let's learn some more about shapes. First, let's learn what is shadow. So, you might have noticed always a shadow forming. So, why does the shadow form? The shadow is formed when light is blocked by an object. So when the light is blocked by an object, the shadow forms. So let's see. In this picture, you can see some trees and the shadow of it. The trees block the sunlight and here the shadow is formed. So you can also observe many types of shadows in your surroundings. In your textbook, page number 147, you can see some examples of shadows. See, you can see a jug and the shadow of it, how it forms. Cat, a vehicle, see the shadow is formed like this. Similarly, dog, flag, candle, see how the shadow is formed. So this is how the shadow looks like. In your textbook, page number 147, we have a picture. Let's look at that picture. Children are coming back from the library in the evening. See how many shadows are formed. See, you can see the children walking and the shadows also you can see. Now we have to find out something. What we have to find out? Number of children, and also we have to find out number of books in the hands of children. So how can we find out the number of children? You can see, you can count the shadows. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can write there number of children. There are 5. And look, what is the next question? Number of books in the hands of children. So we can count the books. Look here, 1, 2, 3, and in the fourth person, he is not having any book. We are not able to see the book. So no need of counting there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are able to see 4 books in the hands of children. So here you can write number of books in the hands of children, 4. Now let's move on to Maths Around Us. Page number 147. Let's read that. Mehak and Surbhi went on a picnic to Qutub Minar with their parents. Both were fascinated to see such a tall figure and so beautifully constructed. What caught their attention more was the different shapes it consists of. Surbhi was quick to figure out that the pillars of Qutub Minar are cylindrical in shape, the base is circular in shape, and so on. Mehak instantly connected this with the shapes she deals in her day-to-day life. She said that the tea mug at her home is also cylindrical. A football is spherical in shape. A birthday cap is conical. A bangle is circular. And her school bus is in the shape of a cuboid, and so on. They were extremely happy to see the similar shapes in the historical monuments which they have learnt in their textbooks. So it's all about Mehak and Surbhi. They once went to visit Qutub Minar. So this is Qutub Minar and they found out what all shapes are there. You can see it is cylindrical in shape and the base is circular in shape. Similarly, Mehak and Surbhi tried to find out the different shapes in their surroundings. Similarly, you can also find out objects, what shape it is made of. Now let's move on to exercises. Page number 148. You can see the practice coach. Identify the shadows and write the names of the objects. So in here, the shadows are given. You have to identify which object it is and write the name of it. So look at the first picture. It is the shadow. Which shadow it is? It is a shadow of an ant. So here you can write ant. Look at the next picture. It's the shadow of a car. So what you can write there? You can write car. The next one is the shadow of a tree. So write there tree. Similarly, identify the shadows and write the names of the objects here. Now let's move on to our next activity. We have Max Lab activity page number 148. Let's read what it is. Objective: to trace different solid shapes. Materials required: different objects, bowl, pencil box, glass, etc. So the objective of this activity is to trace different solid shapes. And what all materials are required for that? You need a bowl, pencil box, glass, etc. Method: trace out different objects on a colored paper and write their names next to the traces. See an example of the traced shape of the candle. Do this for at least 6 objects. So here you have to trace from a solid shape, you will be getting the base of a plane shape. So here you can see example is given of a candle, and look at the candle, what shape the base will be having. It is a circular in shape, and write the name of it. So similarly, you can take what all materials you get and try to trace the shapes and find out. Next we have my project, page number 149. So let's read out. Learn to make a kite. So this is a project, how to make a kite. Step 1. Cut a similar shape as the one given on the right from a colored paper. So you can see here a shape is given, similarly cut like this from a colored paper. Now step 2. Take 2 thin straight sticks and join them as shown. So take 2 sticks and join them as shown here in this picture. Now step 3. Bend or stretch the horizontal stick as shown. Paste the sticks on the paper with the glue. So we learned what is horizontal, what is vertical. So what you have to do, the horizontal stick, you have to bend it like this and apply glue on the paper. Step 4. Fix a tail to it and tie a long string as shown. The kite is ready for you to fly. So you can try doing this, how to make a kite. The next we have revision station, page number 150. So let's start doing that. Now let's look at the first question. Identify and write the names of shapes given below. So you can see some objects are given here. We have to find out which shape it is and write here. So look at the first picture A. You can see that it is cylinder in shape. So what you have to write? You have to write the cylinder. Now look at B. You have an ice cube, and what shape it is? It is cube. So you can write here cube. So likewise, you can complete the rest of the exercises. Now let's look at question number 2. Circle the numbers and letters made up of straight lines and cross out the ones made up of curved lines. So we learned what are curved lines and what are straight lines. Now here you can see some letters and numbers are given. Now look at the first one. It is Z. How do you write Z? You draw a horizontal line, slanting line, and again a horizontal line. So is it made of a straight line or a curved line? It's made of straight lines. So you have to circle the letter which is made of straight line, and you have to cross out that is made of curved line. Now look at the number 3. How is 3 written? You draw a curved line and again a curved line to get the number 3. So is it made of a straight line or a curved line? It's made of curved line. So what you have to do? You have to cross out that is made of curved lines. So you can cross out near 3. Likewise, you can complete all this. Now let's move on to the third question. Trace your hand on a paper. So what you have to do? You place your hand on a paper and trace it. Now the fourth question. Name the objects in your class that can roll and slide both. So as you are not in the class, so in your home, find out objects that can roll and slide both. It can roll and slide. So find out objects like that. Now let's move on to our fifth question. Draw a cuboid, a cylinder and a cone. Mark their faces, edges and corners. So you have to draw a cuboid, a cylinder and a cone, and you have to mark their faces, edges and corners. So we have already learned the faces, edges and corners of these solid shapes. Let's learn how to draw this. First, let's learn how to draw a cube. In your question, a cube is not given, but let's learn how to draw a cube. For drawing a cube, draw a square. And from the corners, there are 4 corners on a square, draw a slanting line to the right side from all the corners. And draw a vertical line from the first 2 corners. And again a vertical line from these corners and a horizontal line. Top and bottom, you get a cube. Next, let's learn how to draw a cuboid. For drawing a cuboid, first you have to draw a rectangle. And from the 4 corners, draw a slanting line. And then join them using vertical lines. And here draw a horizontal line. You get a cuboid. Next, let's learn how to draw a cone. Draw an oval shape and draw 2 slanting lines. You get a cone. Next one is the cylinder. You can draw 2 oval shapes, one on top and the other on bottom, and join them using vertical lines. So you get a cylinder. So try to draw the shapes of cube, cuboid, cone and cylinder. Mark the faces, edges and corners. Now let's move on to our next question. Question 6. Count and color the given picture. So in the textbook you can see a picture is given. It's made of different shapes. So find out the number of circles, the number of rectangles, number of triangles and number of ovals and write down there in the space provided. Next, let's move on to our worksheet, page number 151. Let's read the question. Use the code box to write the letters on the blank spaces below and draw the shapes accordingly. So here you can see some code is given. The letters from A to U are given and for them some code are given. Dots are given using red dots. So we have to find out. For example, here a cone picture is given and you can see the dots. Here you can see 2 dots. So find out from here 2 dots. The letter is C. C is written there. The next letter you can see 3 dots given. So find out it is O. Write O there. The next one is there are 4 dots and find out the shape of the dots here in the code box. So that is the letter N. It's written there and the last one you can see 3 dots are given and find out it is E. So we got the letters C-O-N-E and it is cone. Likewise, we have to do all these exercises. Let's do one. Look at the first one. You have 4 dots given. Now let's find out from this box where are these 4 dots. You can see that it is yes. So write yes. Now look at the second. We have 3 dots. So find out from here which shape it is. Q. You can see here. So here you can write Q. The next one you can see there are 4 dots, 3 dots and 1 dot is separate. So find out from here where these dots are. So you can see that represents U. You can write U here. The next one you can see 1 dot. 1 dot, it represents the letter A. The next you can see 4 dots are given. Now let's see where it is. It is R. So write here R. The last one you can see 3 dots given. See where it is? It is the letter E. So which shape did we get? We got square. Similarly, you can do all the rest of the exercises. So that's all for today. With this, we finish our chapter, The World of Shapes. We'll be meeting in the next class. Till then, thank you.